Hello, good day viewers. I welcome you all to this biology presentation. So in this presentation, I want us to look at a guide to essay writing in biology. So this is the second video that I've made on how you can be guided on how to write essay questions in biology. If you have not watched the first video, please do so. Watch the first video on how we explain some of the terminologies that are used in biology essay questions by examiners and how you can answer them. So let us now proceed. So like I've said, in this video we are looking at a guide on how to write essay questions. Okay, so first of all, we must know that essay questions, these are questions that are designed to test your ability to describe and explain biological processes, biological principles and concepts. Also, the marks will be awarded according to the points that are presented. So what it simply means is that when you are given these essay questions, they want to test your ability, okay, to describe and explain some of the biological processes, biological principles and the concepts. So as you are writing that essay, the marks will be awarded to you according to the points that you are presenting in your essays. So it is very important that you understand how the marks are being awarded as you are writing your essays. And the most important thing, as they are testing your ability, you need to ensure that you describe and you explain the biological processes. You also explain or you describe the biological principles and what concepts that are in that question. Okay, so let us now move on. So here we are still saying it is important to read the essay question carefully before attempting to answer it. So whenever you are given an essay question, the first thing that you must do is you should read the question carefully. When you read the question carefully, you are going to understand the question and how you can answer it. Okay, so read the question carefully before you answer it. Apart from that, as you have read or as you are reading through the question, make sure that you highlight the key terms, the key terminologies in your essay. You identify the key terms and the keywords in the essay question, okay, so that those key terms or those keywords, you'll be using them as you are answering your essay. So many students, they misunderstand the question and as a result their essays are inappropriate. Sometimes an essay question consists of 2 or more parts. Ensure that you have answered every part correctly. So what does this mean? So the first point I've explained on how you should be able to highlight the key terms and the keywords in the question. Again, here we are looking at emphasis. We are saying many students, they misunderstand the question and as a result the essays that they answer, they are not correct. Okay, so you may find that when they give you an essay question, okay, first thing, read through it so that you understand the question carefully before you answer it. Then some questions, some essay questions, they may be in 2 parts or they may consist of 2 or more parts. Ensure that you answer each part correctly. What does this mean? Sometimes they can ask you a question to say, describe how energy is produced in plants. Describe how energy is produced in plants and state the advantages and disadvantages of this energy. Now, when you look at this question that I've just from saying, there are 2 parts here. First, to describe how energy is being produced in plants. Secondly, you need to state the advantages, okay, of this energy and its advantages. So you may see or you may notice that this question consists of 2 or more parts. So make sure that you read the question thoroughly, you understand the question and answer it. Okay, these are very important points to take note of. Let us now proceed. So before writing an essay, so now on this section, you want to understand what should we do before we write an essay. Okay, so we are saying before you start writing, the first thing that you must do is you plan the essay. And how do you plan the essay? Here is how you can plan your essay. The first thing, note the topics that is involved in your essay. The second thing, write down all the relevant points and ideas that are in that essay. The third point is organize these points and ideas so that a logical sequence is formed. Okay, then the fourth point, which is our last point, develop an introduction followed by the sequence of points and the a conclusion later on. So these points are very important before you write an essay. Okay, number one, you note the topics involved. Number two, you write down all the relevant points and ideas. Number three, you organize these points and ideas so that a logical sequence is formed. Lastly, you develop an introduction followed by the sequence of points and a conclusion. So what does this mean? For example, they give you a question to say, describe the process of digestion in humans. Describe the process of digestion in humans. So this is an essay question. Before you start answering this question, you must know that when they use the term describe, they want you to give an account, a step-by-step account, okay, of digestion in humans. Now, as you are writing there, the topic you have identified is digestion. Okay, that is our first topic which is involved in the question. The second step, we are going to write down all the relevant points and ideas that belong to that question, which is to describe the digestion in humans. The third point, you organize the points and the ideas so that you form now a logical sequence. Now, what does it mean to form a logical sequence? A logical sequence, it's a sequence that is explaining points in order, okay, in order, starting from the first event, going to the second event, the third event, then the last event. Okay, that's what it means. The last point here are saying, develop an introduction, followed by the sequence of points and the conclusion. So the question is, describe digestion in humans. So first thing, you come up with an introduction. So in your introduction, you can define what digestion is. Okay, you can define what digestion is. Then you can write the points that you have come up with in a sequence manner. Then lastly, you can write the conclusion. So these are things that are needed before writing an essay. So take note of these points. These are very, very important points. Okay, then we are saying, while writing, keep referring to the essay plan to stay on track. So as you are writing that essay, don't derail. Okay, what does it mean? Don't write what is not in your plan. Always write what you have planned. Okay, so keep referring to the essay plan that you have made so that you stay on track, not to come in with other points which are irrelevant. Always come up with points that are very important. Okay, so these are most of the important points that you must consider before writing an essay. I hope it is clear. So let us now move on. We are saying avoid using long sentences in your essay. So as you are writing your essays, keep them short and straight to the point. Avoid using long sentences in your essay. I hope this point is clear. We can now move on. So let's look at some of the examples. So here is our example one. Our example one, we have a question here. Describe the functions of each of the following in the nutrition of a mammal. A, hydrochloric acid. B, the liver. So question A is carrying 2 marks. Question B is carrying 3 marks. So now, for this question you can notice that this question is considered a recall, okay, or a knowledge-based question. So note that this question requires a description of the functions that relate to nutrition in a mammal. Okay, now as you are answering, care must be taken when writing so that the essay does not include items that are out of points. So this is what I was explaining on things to consider before you write an essay. Come up with points. Okay, so don't include points that are out of the question. Okay, so this is especially true for the functions of the liver. What does this mean? When you are answering for this part to describe the functions of the liver, we know that a liver is one of the most important organs in the human body. Okay, so as you are answering for this question on the functions of the liver, there are many. So make sure that those functions of the liver that you are going to get, they should be just related to nutrition in mammals. Don't get a function which is out of context, because this question is focusing on nutrition of a mammal. So as you are writing the functions of the liver, pick those functions of the liver that are related to the nutrition. Okay, and you are going to be given these marks. Okay, Very important. Okay, let us now proceed. We come to our second example. So our second example, we have this question, and this question is saying we should compare nutrition in mammals with nutrition in green plants, and this question carries 5 marks. Okay, we compare nutrition in mammals with nutrition in green plants. Now you need to know what compare is, because compare is one of the term or one of the terminology that is used by examiners when it comes to giving essay questions in biology. So here there is a certain trend that most students portray. They come up with a common mistake which they make. Okay, how is that mistake? The question is saying compare nutrition in mammals with nutrition in green plants. The common mistake that most students make is they just state only the differences. Okay, they just state only the differences. Now when you only state the differences, you have not answered the question in full. Compare, what does compare mean? Compare means you give an account of similarities and differences between 2 or more items, referring to both or all of them throughout your account. So as you are answering this question, compare nutrition in mammals with nutrition in green plants. As you are answering, you have to make sure that your answer should be based on both the similarities and differences should be stated. Okay, then that's when you are going to get these marks, which is the 5 marks. So here most students make mistakes. They just state the differences and they forget that the word compare, it means they are being asked to state both the similarities and the differences. So please take note as you are answering these essay questions. They are very, very simple as long as you understand what you should do before you write an essay, the terminologies that are used. That's why I've emphasized that you should watch the first video where I've explained these terminologies that are used by examiners when it comes to essay writing in biology. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let us now move on. So we come to our third example, and this is our last example. So this last example, here is a question. The question reads, describe clearly the synthesis of human insulin through the recombinant gene technique. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of using such a technique. This question was carrying 8 marks. And when you look at this question, you can see that this question has got 2 or more parts. It has got 2 or more parts. The first part is describe clearly the synthesis of human insulin through the recombinant gene techniques. The second part is discuss the advantages and disadvantages of using such a technique. Now remember, I explained that before you write an essay, there are certain things that you must take note. Number 1, you need to identify the topics that you are dealing with. So the topics that are involved in this question, we have the topics such as the DNA, the genetic engineering, the microbiology, and the biotechnology. Okay, these are the questions that are involved. Apart from that, we have also noticed that this question, if it involves 2 parts, there are 2 parts that are involved in this question. Again, there is this term which is used, describe. So the term describe, which is used in the first part of the question, it means that we should give a detailed step-by-step account that includes all the relevant information which is required in the essay. Okay, so your answer should provide the details of the recombinant gene technique. For example, the use of enzymes, bacteria, plasmids, and the human insulin gene. These are the most important things that you must focus on the first part here where they have said describe. Okay, and on the second part, so the second part of the question, okay, requires a discussion of the advantages and the disadvantages of recombinant technology. So the term discuss is used there. Take note. So this means that an account that includes a range of arguments is required. Okay, so as a general guide, at least 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages should be given as you are answering this question. Okay, that is just my general guide that I'm giving you. But if you have more than 2 points, or if you have more than 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages, you can write them. I'm just giving you that guide. Now look at 8 marks. Are they just going to give you 8 marks on the first part of the question and the second part, this is how they are going to distribute the marks. A possible distribution of the marks in this question is 4 marks, okay, for the description of the production of human insulin. So if you describe clearly the production of human insulin through the recombinant gene technique, you are going to get what? 4 marks. Okay, you are going to get 4 marks. And the other 4 marks, you are going to get it when you discuss on the advantages and disadvantages of the recombinant gene technique. That's when you are going to get the other 4 marks. So 4 marks for the first part and 4 marks for the second part. That makes it what? 8 marks. That's how you are going to get the 8 marks. And this is how marks are being distributed when they are awarding in biology when it comes to essay questions. Okay, I hope this is clear. So thank you so much, everybody. We've come to the end of our short presentation. So if you need online tuitions in biology, mathematics, pure mathematics, you can WhatsApp me on 0963 6766 15. So make sure to WhatsApp me on this line here if you need online tuitions. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. Once again, this has been your presenter, Mr. Mlenga. Bye bye.